Hello, welcome to Inner GPS Gurus. Today I am going to answer question of Neil from US. I am reading out the question to you so that if it resonates with you, you can get some clues to your queries as well. The question is, my wife is currently staying away because I am so angry. We have barely talked in 2 weeks. Married for 5 years. All that time, I stressed how important it was for us to save up money, but she only maxes out her 401k. She makes $1,25,000 but has only $4,000 in savings. I trusted that she knew I meant we needed to save more. We are 50 years old. She pretty much wasted between $250,000 to $5 lakh on stupid spending over 5 years with nothing of substance to show for it. I earned less during the 5 years but saved more. We are so far behind that we have no emergency savings and must work until 67 years so we can survive a basic old age retirement. I don't know how to forgive and us move on. Please suggest me what to do now. So this was the question of Neil, which involves 2 to 3 aspects. I'll let you know one by one that how relationship and wealth is involved in this directly, and health is also involved indirectly. First of all, I will talk about the spending habit of a person, which arises not because the person needs those things. It arises because there is a mental vacuum which tries to fill complete by accumulating things or spending on things which you don't need. It arises from deep emotional lack of being loved by someone deeply, and that lack of love creates a craving for things and people or habits in the form of addiction towards something. Here in this case, your wife is going through a mental crisis where she needs to feel complete by accumulating more things or spending on things in a way which makes her feel complete. Coming to your wife, she needs to express herself. What are the areas in which she feels incomplete, and what is the first thing she does when she feels those emotions? In my energy healing, I directly address those issues which are leading to this problem of spending, and it originates from early childhood when either your wife was going through a financial crisis where she could not afford what she needed that time, or what were the desires at that time. So what happened? Throughout her life, she has learned a habit of feeling complete by accumulating those things which in a way makes her feel abundant. It's a feeling of being in poverty or not having enough money to fulfill her desires or dreams which she must have imagined in her teenage or in her growing years. Since you both are 50 years old, so there is enough of accumulation of emotions in these 50 years, and I need to address her each aspect very well to know the exact reason why she spends so much without any calculations or any practical need. So first thing is that I need to talk to your wife regarding her emotional lack of feeling of being loved, or not having enough money in her childhood or growing years, or the struggle she has to make when she became an adult. There is a possibility that in her initial years when she was earning, she was not rewarded enough with good salary, or she was not earning enough to fulfill her dreams. And what happened when she got married to you? She found a scope to fulfill her all emotional needs by buying those things which makes her feel complete. It could be dresses, it could be jewelry, it could be household utensils, or anything which makes her feel like a queen. In a way, she felt lack, and now she felt like abundant while buying those things. And in this case, she was not conscious enough. It was an unconscious pattern driven by her mind, and she doesn't know how to save. It is because she has never learnt it in the first hand. All she experienced in her life is that she kept on earning and spending, earning and spending. Her saving habit never grew up. She cannot relate. Her neural pathway is not related to saving. It is more about spending. Her environment also, the family in which she grew, or the social environment in which she was brought up, must be of that kind where people drive their happiness from buying those things. It could be a cutlery or a car or any material object which the environment infuses, that it is the source of happiness in anyone. So this is one of the reasons that she spends so much, because she feels that it will make her feel happy at the end of the day. But what happened during these 5 years, the more she kept on buying things, she ended up in more misery, and that led up to again buying more things. And there are cases where people have heavy addiction of buying things which they don't need at all. They never use it at all. But the moment they buy something, they give money to the shopkeeper, they feel abundant. They feel like a kingly feeling they have when they spend money. And this needs to be addressed well by energy healing. Otherwise, what will happen? Hereafter also, for some years, you may with communication allow her to not spend, but that will again pop up in a different habit. It could be drinking habit or any other habit. It will lead to any other addiction. This addiction will go, but another addiction will pop up. So to address this problem completely, first thing I will suggest that I need to talk to your wife. I need to do her energy healing so that I can clear all the debris of lack in her, and I will also shift her energy from lack to abundance by some natural activities which I do in my healing sessions, and I will directly guide her how to shift her energy, and that will be permanent. If she continues to do so over a series of sessions, then that will be gone forever. Second thing is that you are feeling angry because you are unable to solve this problem on your own. So this anger issue is very natural, but anger will not solve the problem. You need to look from higher dimension, from where I am seeing that If both of you are a patient, then I can treat both of you in a different way. But if she needs to be treated well, then you needs to come out of the scene and look from an eagle's eye what is happening with her. Only from a detached state you can see the problem for more deeper perspective, which I will guide you how to guide her, and that will naturally shift your anger to a more compassionate husband, because from your talk, from your query, I felt somehow that you are concerned about her. And since you love her, I can ensure that if you are given enough of dimensions to look at this situation, then you will be also able to help her come out of this problem. And naturally, when she is healed, then you will also be able to stay with her with a more loving and compassionate attitude. It will take some time because it is not a habit of 1 year or 2 years or 5 years. It has become like a piled up garbage over 50 years, and since it is not cleared enough, it will take some time. For example, if you don't delete apps in your mobile phone and keep on installing one by one, what happens? The mobile stops functioning well after a certain time. So what you do, you uninstall the apps, you format some of the stuffs, you delete something which is not needed, you put into the bin, and you clear your mobile so that it can function well with the available data. The same way, we human beings are collection of mind, which is again created with unconscious patterns and neural pathways, which become habit over years, and those habits keep on running our life until and unless we clear it completely. Our system, this integrated individual, cannot function well, and for that you need expert guidance and practical applications in daily life, how to get rid of those issues. And you must be understanding that she is not doing it deliberately. If she would have done deliberately, then she would have known about it. But since it is unconscious, it is like an addiction, a drug addiction. What you do, you cannot expect the patient to cure himself. In that case, what we suggest is bring to a therapist, and then he or she will help him come out of that addiction. So this is how I have given you an overview of your situation. My take on this is, take up a personal coaching where I can guide you dealing with your unique problem, and I can ensure that this problem will be solved and you will live a very happy life. So meet you soon. If you, any one of you watching this video are having any problem related to health, wealth and relationship, then you can contact me and have a coaching session or ask me questions. Thank you.